Hello everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net, and let's talk about some actual entertainment again. And the news story today that I want to comment is that Kathy Griffith has apparently taken back her apology for her severed Donald Trump head photo controversy. Which means, since we're talking about this video will probably be demonetized, but whatever. According to MSN, 3 months after apologizing for a photo shoot in which she held up a fake decapitated head of Donald Trump, Kathy Griffith says she wants to take that back. Quote, "I am no longer sorry. The whole outrage was BS. The whole thing got so blown out of proportion. I lost everybody. I had Chelsea Clinton tweeting against me," Griffin complained in an interview with 7 Network in Australia, where she is on tour. Speaking to the co-host of the Net's program, Sunrise, Griffith reminded even friends like Deborah Messing criticized the stunt, adding that in addition to being fired from CNN's annual New Year's Eve special, her U.S. tour got scrubbed when venues got death threats. Quote, "These Trump fans are hardcore," she warned. And I want to pause for a moment and say, yes, there are some Trump supporters who are hardcore. I know some of these people. They are friends of mine. I cannot talk to people about Donald Trump because they are so hardcore Trump that, you know, he can do no wrong. On the other hand, even when he does things that are clearly not right. On the other hand, I know people who are so anti-Trump that he can do no right, even when he does something that had someone else done it, they would have definitely been in favor of it. I am looking at you, Dad. But anyway, I digress. Moving on. Let's see here. When Sunrise host Samantha Armitage mentioned Clinton and Messing are not Trump fans, asking Griffin if she understood they thought the message was over the line, Griffith shot back, "You're full of crap. Stop acting like my little picture is more important than talking about the actual atrocities that the President of the United States is committing." She's like, "I've been talking to Australians who, for the first time, are saying we're afraid to go to America. I never thought I would hear that in my lifetime," Griffin said. Now, let's comment on that. This whole afraid to go to America thing, actually, that's been going on for a long time, and who knows how many people are actually saying that. If you're Australian, I doubt you have much to worry about if you're going to come visit America. If you are Japanese, if you are Chinese, if you are European, if you are German, if you are French, if you are Canadian, the only people who are really concerned to go to America right now are Mexicans and, you know, Muslims, you know, people who are actually on the travel ban. They're the people who are worrying. Other people, they're not really afraid to go to America. But here's the other thing. She's like, you know, my little picture is more important. It's not that your picture is more important than anything the Trump administration does. Obviously, what he does is way more important than anything you're going to do. You are insignificant, which is why I don't care if your career gets destroyed over the photo. But we have video of you talking to your photographer that, hey, you knew this was going to be a big deal. You wanted it to be a big deal. And it became a big deal in the worst possible way. I mean, you actually did something that very few people can claim to do. You got anti-Trump people and Trump supporters to unite and agree that maybe you were picking on the president a little bit. Maybe that was not called for. And it wasn't funny. It wasn't artistic. It's, here's the thing. If liberals like you want to claim that Trump is having a call to violence for having a gif of him, you know, beating someone on the WWF and replace the person said with CNN, like that's apparently a call to violence to report it, even though it's not, it's a meme, then holding a decapitated bloody head, how is that not a call to violence? Like, everyone agreed that it was in poor taste and it was not funny. Now, do I believe you should have lost all that work because of it? No. No, I don't. Do I believe you would have sold out those venues? No. Not after that stunt. In fact, even though they got complaints, I don't think the venues canceled your tour because they got death threats. Those can easily be reported to the police. And most people are not tech savvy enough to cover their threats. Believe me on this one. I believe they saw the backlash and they realized they were going to not sell out those venues. In fact, there were people who I read were canceling tickets to your tour, even though they were not promised any money back whatsoever. They were forfeiting those tickets and all the money they spent on them. They didn't care. They were canceling, and that's when the venues realized they had a problem. They had a problem. That's why your career got sidestepped. And it's interesting that you're speaking to this overseas, because that's where you have to go. You're essentially not welcome in America at the moment. Maybe you don't feel welcome in America. Here's the thing. You really should have just let this go. I understand it's frustrating. You don't want to be fired for making a joke. Maybe now you know how conservatives feel when they make comments that don't agree with the mainstream narrative and they lose their jobs, they lose their livelihood. The twin brothers who HGTV fired because they believe that marriage should be between a man and a woman. That's their opinion to have. Doesn't affect them flipping houses, but they got fired. And Wanda Sykes even got booed when she was calling Trump supporters evil and stupid. You can't do this. You are talking to everyday people, and this is what celebrities, the media, they don't understand. There are people who had reasons for voting for Trump. They might not be your reasons. They might not be my reasons. I didn't even vote for Trump. I didn't think there were any good reasons to vote for Trump. I didn't think there were any good reasons to vote for Clinton either. I voted third party. I invested in a third party candidate. But, yeah. Picture, getting back to the picture, it was distasteful. It was not funny. Was the reaction overblown? Maybe. But you know what? We all have to be careful what we say, what we do. And you did something that just struck the wrong type of nerve. And really, you need to, whether or not Trump is doing things that you find atrocities, that actually doesn't even matter. That's the argument where it's like if you get pulled over in the carpool lane for, well, actually, let's use a better example, because one time a friend got pulled over for speeding on the freeway, and he pointed out everyone was speeding on the freeway, and the cop said, I can't pull everyone over. I'm only one person. Well, you know what? Here's the thing. Yeah, just because you feel this person is doing something just as bad as you, if not worse, that doesn't give you the right to break the law yourself. And you didn't break the law or to do something offensive. And this isn't even anything to do with Trump, really. Trump is doing something, and it's a completely different ballgame. You're making a joke that people just didn't find funny, and so because they didn't find it funny, because they found it disturbing, CNN has every right to question whether they want someone who's making disturbing pictures hosting their New Year's Eve show. Venues have the right to say, hey, if this humor is going to disturb our visitors like they have been emailing and claiming that it is, we don't know if we want that person here. They are fully within their right to do it. Kathy Griffith, the apology was the only thing you had going for you, and you took it back. You've set your career back. You should have just apologized and laid low for a couple of years. You have enough money to do that, and then you could have had a big comeback tour, because here's the thing. The media and the public love an underdog story. They love a comeback tour, and someone who had been blackballed, who comes back successfully, that would have been a story worth telling. Unfortunately, by buckling down, you just extend your banishment, and that is a problem. But anyway, I'm going to end it there. What do you folks think? Do you agree, disagree? I'd love to know. Comment below, like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you enjoy the videos I make, consider becoming a Patreon member for as little as $1 a month. $5 a month will get you exclusive videos that are not available to all of YouTube. And please flame responsibly. I don't even remember the last time I watched a Kathy Griffith special that I thought was funny.